Good morning, everyone. It's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 357 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. Today's granny square is called Raymond Square, and it's designed by Rochelle over at cyprustextiles.net on Ravelry. She has a Baby Love brand, so make sure you check out the written pattern for this. This square is actually for the Vibrant Vintage crochet along blanket. So if you've made the other squares going along with this, share your square photos today and let me see what colors you came up with. I'm choosing the green and red and white colors today, just feeling kind of festive, and it's coming close to the holidays and I just really enjoy these colors together. So I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarns today. These are just a 10 ply size 4 worsted weight medium yarn. You can use any double knitting yarn, any worsted weight yarn, any scrap yarns that you have just lying around. You don't need a whole lot for this square today. We're just doing 6 rounds of this pattern, and I'm changing color after, well, rounds 1 and 2 are the same color, but then every round after that I'm changing color, and it's just a really simple pattern using treble crochets. We're doing picot stitches today, actually. We're using single crochets and chaining to make this quite interesting design here, and then single crochets again, and then double crochets, and more double crochets. So it's a very fast pattern, and I think that this square actually is quite interesting, and it would be cool if you made a bunch of just this square and made a big blanket out of it. I think that would be really pretty. I'm going to demonstrate this square using an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters, and you're going to need a scissor and a yarn needle, especially if you're going to cut your yarn and sew in your ends. These tools will just come in handy for all crochet projects that you do. Also, before we begin, I have to mention there are links in the description of this video. So like I said, though, there's a link to Rochelle's written pattern over at cyprustextiles.net. So make sure you follow along with that one. This one's called Raymond Square. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram, and I would absolutely love it if you shared your photos today. So let me know what colors you used, and if you enjoyed this square, let me know your opinion. So join the conversation on Facebook on this post in the comment section. And if you did anything differently, you know, if you do your last round in half double crochets to make it smaller, or single crochets, if your square is getting a little too large, let me know what you think about it. Also, on Instagram, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your beautiful squares on there. And you can Snapchat me too. I'm YARNutopia on Snapchat, and it's like a cool new thing that everybody's like Snapchatting lately, and I really enjoy seeing your crochet projects on there, so make sure you snap me. And then also, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for every single one of our videos, all 365 granny squares plus the projects we've been doing this year. So make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and if you would support YARNutopia today, that would be greatly appreciated. And there's an eye in the corner of your video here. If you hover over your video or tap it if you're watching this on a tablet, an eye should show up in the right corner here. You can click that and support YARNutopia so we can keep bringing you these crochet tutorials into the new year. Although we won't be doing a 365 project, but we will be making more, bigger, better projects in the new year. So stay tuned, and now let's get started and make number 357 granny square. Let's start out with a slip knot. So put your short end over that long end, then fold this down and pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook, and we can start. So let's start out by chaining 4, yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go all the way to the first chain way over here and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go in, yarn over and pull through, and pull through. And there's a ring. If you know how to start with a magic loop, you can do that as well. But we're going to go on to round 1 by chaining up 5. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what that counts as is the first 4 chains counts as a treble crochet, and the next 1 chain counts as a chain 1 space. And now we are going to treble crochet and chain 1 in here 15 times. So I won't make you watch all of them, but I'll show you how to do a treble crochet. We're going to yarn over twice, go into the ring, then yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Okay, that is a treble crochet. Then we need to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through, and then just repeat that. So yarn over twice, go into the ring, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2, and then chain 1. Okay, so we need to do that until we have 16 of these posts, which includes this beginning chain here. So it looks like we have 3 right now. Okay, so going on to the next one, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 1. So I'm going to do this all the way around until I have 16 full posts, which includes the beginning chain that we made, that chain up 5 there. Then I'll meet you up for round 2. Alright, so I have 16 treble crochets and 16 chain 1 spaces. Here's my last chain 1 space before we attach, and we are going to attach this chain up 4, well, the 4th chain of the chain up 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right into that. Go into the chain, then yarn over and pull through and through. So you should count that you have 16 posts all the way around and 16 chain 1 spaces. This next round we are only working in the chain 1 spaces, and we are going to make a picot in every space around. So if you want to, you can change color here, fasten off, and then start in a chain 1 space. I'm not going to change color yet though, so I'm going to slip stitch into this chain 1 space here, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 1. And we're going to make a picot stitch. So we are going to single crochet into here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay. Then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to single crochet in the 2 side bars of the single crochet we just made. So if you can see here, if you turn your work this way, you can see this bar here and that back bar there. We're going to go in from the front of our stitch here, around those 2 bars there, this and that, okay? And then we're going to, let me get my yarn here. You want your yarn in the back there, just like that. We're going to yarn over and pull through that, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to single crochet in that sidebar, and that is a picot stitch. So I'll show you again. Go into the next chain 1 space here. We're going to make a single crochet, so go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then go down into, you can see this loop right here. We're going to go into that loop there, and behind it, if you turn your work this way, you can see there's another loop there. So there's 2 loops there. We're going to go into there, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops to finish your picot. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way around. So hop into the next chain 1 space, make a single crochet, then chain 3, and then single crochet into the sidebars here, this first loop. If you look at your single crochet here, we're going to go into this loop right here, and behind it, directly behind it, there's also a loop there. So like that, okay, the 2 sidebars. Then yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so just do that all the way around for 16 picots, and then I will meet you up for round 3. When you finish your last picot here, we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So right in here, you can see our slip stitch and our chain 1. We are actually just going to go into the single crochet right there, and then yarn over and pull through and through. Now this next round we are going to make our square shape, and if you are not changing color, you can slip stitch into this chain 3 picot right here, and then chain up 1 and go on to round 3. But I'm going to chain 1 here actually and cut this yarn and pull it through and pull it tight. I'm going to change color. So I'm going to insert my hook into a picot chain 3 space, just like that, and I'm going to actually use this color here. Okay, hook that on the hook and pull it through, and then we're going to chain up 1. And in that same picot, we are going to single crochet. So go in, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, just like that. Now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to single crochet into the next picot. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and we're going to single crochet into the next picot. Then we're going to chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and single crochet into the next picot. So go into that chain 3, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now for the corner space, we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to single crochet into the next picot. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And there's our corner. Okay, so we're just going to repeat what we did. So chain 2, single crochet into the next picot, chain 2, single crochet in the next picot, and chain 2, and single crochet into the next picot. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet into the next picot. Okay, so do that all the way around. If you need to, follow along with the written pattern to see how many single crochets and chain 2 spaces. It should look like this though. Between the corners, you should have a chain 4, and then 4 single crochets with chain 2s in between them, and then a chain 4. So you can just repeat this all the way around until you have a full square shape, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. When you come back around and are closing this round, if you are not changing color for the next round, do this. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet into the first single crochet, just like this. Okay, that's if you are not changing color for the next round. That way it ensures you that you're going to start in the corner space here for round 4. But actually I want to change color here, so I'm going to, when you come back around here, if you're going to change color for round 4, chain 4, just like we would for a corner, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then we can fasten this part off. So chain 1, cut that, pull it through, and pull tight. For this next round, we are going to start in a corner. So if you did chain 2 and double crocheted in the first single crochet to start in the corner, you're good to go right here. I'm going to hook on this new color here. And in the same corner, we are going to chain up 3. So, or actually chain up 5, sorry. Yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and that counts as, the first 3 chains counts as a double crochet, and the next 2 chains counts as a chain 2 space. So now we are going to put 3 double crochets into that corner here. So yarn over, go into the chain 4 space here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. So we have to put 3 of those. So that was 1, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2, and this is 3. Okay, when we come back around, we are going to put 2 more double crochets in there to close off and finish off this corner. But going on to the next step, we are going to put 3 double crochets in each of the next 3 chain 2 spaces. So yarn over, go into this chain space here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Okay, then just hop to the next chain 2 space here and put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, and 3. Then hop to the next right here and put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now when you get to the chain 4 corner space, our corners are 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Okay, very similar to a traditional granny stitch. Just chain 2 there, and then put 3 more double crochets in there, just like this. So in our chain 4 spaces, we are going to have 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. And then in each of the chain 2 spaces on the side of our square, we are going to put 3 double crochets in each one of those. Okay, so it's very simple double crochet round. I will meet you up for round 5. Alright, so when you come back around, be sure to put 2 more double crochets in that first chain space to finish off our beginning corner here. So 1 and 2, and then slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 5. So 1, 2, 3. Go into that loop there, yarn over, pull through and through. And now if you are not changing color, slip stitch into this corner space here and then chain up 5 and go on to round 5. But I'm going to chain 1, cut that yarn because I'm going to change color. So pull that through, pull tight, start your next round in a corner, and I'm going to grab this yarn here, pull that through, and then chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, just like the last round, that counts as our double crochet and chain 2 space. And in the same space here, we are going to put 1 double crochet. So yarn over, go into the same corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now what we're going to do is chain 1, so yarn over, pull through 1. We're going to skip this next stitch, and we are going to double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that across the side. So chain 1, skip the next stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip the next, double crochet in the next. This is a very simple round, and I think we've done a few of these rounds in the past this year. Just chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next until you get into the corner here. I'll show you exactly what to do. We're going to chain 1, skip the last stitch on this side, and in the corner just put a double crochet, then chain 2, and then another double crochet, just like that. And then we're just going to repeat around. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, etc. So just do that all the way around, and then I will meet you up for our last round. When you finish this round, be sure to chain 1 and then slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 5 here. 1, 2, 3, right in here. Go in, yarn over, and pull through and through. And now, at this point, if you wanted to be done, you could, but I'm going to go on to the last round here. We're going to fasten off and change color. If you're not changing color, slip stitch into this chain 2 space and chain up 3 and go on to round 6. But I'm going to chain 1, cut that, pull it through, and pull tight. And I'm going to insert my hook into the corner, grab my other yarn, hook that on the hook, and pull it through. And then I'm going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the same space, we are going to put 4 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, here's 2, and 3, and 4. So now it actually looks like there's 5 double crochets in there because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch. And now what we're going to do is double crochet into each stitch and each chain 1 space. Just put 1 stitch in each stitch and each chain 1 space. This is a very simple round, and then in the corners put 5 double crochets. So you can just do that all the way around, and then I'll just meet you up at the end of this round. When you finish double crocheting in each chain 1 space and each stitch and then putting 5 double crochets in the corners, we are going to slip stitch to the first chain up 3 and fasten off. So go in, yarn over, pull through and through, and then chain 1. Cut your yarn, pull that, pull it tight, grab that yarn needle, and sew in your end, and you can be done for the day. This square was so fast for me and so simple, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Big thank you to Rochelle Carmona over at cypresstextiles.net for designing this Raymond square. Number 357 granny square is complete. Thanks so much for watching every single day. I'm so sad this year is ending. We did so much together, you guys. This is so fabulous. So make sure to share your photos today and have a great rest of your day. I can't wait to see your pictures. So hashtag 365 days of granny squares so I can see that on Instagram. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!